Hello and welcome to Poker News. The highly controversial bill, HR 4777, which will outlaw internet gambling within the USA, has recently been put in motion. So far, the House of Representatives have approved it. Now it's waiting to be debated and voted upon by the Senate. And if passed, all that would be needed is a signature from the President. Further, online gambling, governed by the states such as the National Lottery and horse racing, are exempt from this ban. In fact, the ban will predominantly hit the casual poker player, rendering their ability to register and transfer funds to gamble extremely difficult. Unsurprisingly, there is a lot of opposition. The Liberation Party have stated that the ban is a part of the war on immorality that they feel the government are undergoing. Further, countless surveys have been carried out, all concentrating on the views of American citizens. The likes of the Wall Street Journal poll, CNBC, American Gambling Association and the Poker Players Alliance all conclude that the vast majority do not want their online gambling rights taken away. For the immediate future, poker players can rest easy, as the bill has been adjourned for the next 4 weeks and is expected to be reviewed on the 15th of September. More objections are likely from both banks and commercial sectors, as the bill is said to overburden them with legal requirements. So it looks, for the time being, the game is a long way from being folded.
Bad news for internet cafes in South Korea. The government have decided to have a crackdown on the illegal betting that is fast growing into a monumental and intricate community. These illegal establishments are known as PC bangs, i.e. computer rooms, and they've invoked a change in the law after using gambling programs to engage more business onto their premises. At the moment, a cafe in Korea can link customers to the internet and hold gambling programs without needing a license or to register themselves, a loophole which has been cleverly exhausted up until now. Recently, for example, one PC bang masqueraded itself as a medical clinic, whereby hospital signs had been placed on the windows. However, on the first floor of the building, 32 computers were linked up to a gambling server, as well as security guards there to welcome all. These new regulations have been created by both the government and the governing Uri party, and when they come into fruition, PC bangs will be made to remove all their previous betting programs. Otherwise, the government will have the power to shut these cafes down. And according to the North Korean Prime Minister, this cleanup will be continuing well into October.
If you fancy playing in a poker tournament this week, the 2006 North East Charity Shield event takes place at Bannatynes Casino in Newcastle. It begins on Saturday the 26th of August at 2 p.m. and is a £10 buy-in with £10 rebuys. This tournament is the North East Charity Cup and the game is pot limit hold'em. At the same casino on Sunday the 27th of August at 2 p.m, it's the North East Charity Shield and the game is a no limit hold'em with a £10 buy-in and £10 rebuys available. I spoke to John Duthie to see if he thinks online poker sites play it by the book.
I trust the sites themselves, and I think that the random number generators are all fine. I think the biggest danger probably to online poker are colluding bots. I think if you've got robots colluding together, if you have 3 robots playing at the same table, then it doesn't matter how good a player you are, you're never going to win in the long run. So there are dangers, and I think that the sites really are trying, all of the sites try very hard to police, to make sure that there's no collusion and no corruption, because in reality they have such a huge commercial interest in their site, and they do so well and they make so much money from a regular game that they don't want their name to be tarnished by having by being accused of sort of collusion or cheating.
And finally, it was disappointing when Mikey the Chimp got rejected as a contender for this year's World Series main event. However, the good people at PokerShare have sworn not to let Mikey's poker career fall by the wayside. The poker-playing chimp that was discovered after a nationwide search and then trained to recognise shapes of suits, colours and numbers has not been taught in vain. PokerShare have assured us that the chimp will continue to try and qualify for other games. And let's hope he does, because if the chimp comes into some money, he has promised to ship over one of his pals, who apparently has dreams of becoming the next Wayne Rooney. That's all from me. I'll see you next time.